The following contest is your second semifinal matchup in the tournament to determine the first ever PCW champion. Your referee, Mr. Troy Davis.
All right, I'll admit BC's still feeling a little bit better now because we got through the gory matchup without any combination interference. Granted, Sonny Vice had a target on his body, but Gory earned that win. All right, I'm not gonna say anything negative about that semifinal round matchup, and I'm really looking forward to this confrontation because this is arguably the two most popular athletes in all of PCW about to go one-on-one.
Well, it's definitely going to be a matchup that could main event anywhere throughout the country. We're getting it right here, right now in PCW, and I'll ask you, Joe, flat out. Well, Joe, I'll ask you flat out, as I was rudely interrupted by Jose, by the way, but I'll ask you flat out, who do you give the advantage to and 2-1 odds?
Not 2-1 odds. I will give a slight advantage to Jason Kincaid, to be honest with you, because Kincaid has had a rough schedule, but he has not had a matchup to the degree of brutality and blood loss that Andrew Palace had with Remy LeVay a month ago in recent times. And also, an important factor, the order of the quarterfinal round matches, that was determined via random draw. As a result, Kincaid has had a longer time to rest than Andrew Palace.
Well, that is a good point. You know, we said earlier, luck of the draw, unluck of the draw. 9-4 odds.
What are you talking about? I'm not betting on the championship tournament. I want the best man to win. Is that okay?
It's okay, but financial, you know, they can't see it, but I'm making the money symbol with my hands.
Kincaid perched atop the PCW building. And Kincaid with a literal bird's eye view of the Andrew Palace entrance. As Palace, you notice, because of the damage done from Gannon Jones Jr., his pre-match sprint is a little bit slower, a little more methodical than it usually is.
Well, sprints are all wonderful, and that's all well and good, but he's got to be focused right now against Kincaid.
Speaking of focus.
Well, focus and balance, I might add. He's got to be focused about getting in there with Kincaid. We saw a lot taken out of him in that match with Gannon Jones Jr., which I still say, by the way, was a 2.9 count, and this is not horseshoes, and that does not gain you access, and I concur with Gannon of his appeal, and he should be in the finals by now.
Listen, I had a chance to look at a little bit of the footage during our live intermission, and I'm going to take another quick look at it in between matches a little bit later on. I'm going to address it by the end of the night, but what's done is done. LaRusso and Gannon are out of the tournament. I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to change that decision. Let's restart the whole tournament now. No.
Well, that would be fair. Would you like my opinion?
No, but you're going to give it anyway.
Well, see, what I think you should do is just put Gannon, just give him the final, and Chris too. Now, I think that's perfectly fair.
I don't even know if that was a sentence.
Throw Nate Matson in there too. That's fair as well.
Well, what's going to be fair, what's going to be evenly matched is Palace and Kincaid, and this is going to be, this could be, from a technical standpoint, from a scientific standpoint, match of the night easily.
Well, no doubt, it's going to be a hell of a match. Whether you take the 2-1 or 9-4 odds or not, it's definitely going to be a hell of a match between the two.
And such contrasting personalities. Kincaid is very introverted, very centered, very quiet and peaceful, and Palace is just a ball of energy all over the place.
Well, no doubt about it, but they're both a little bit odd. They need the extra fry to make a full Happy Meal. Their Chicken McNugget box doesn't close all the way. There's not enough pencils in the drawer, so to speak. Do you get what I'm saying here, Joe? They're weird. They're nuts. They're bonkers. They're backwash.
But they're incredible athletes, and they have earned their way to the semifinal round.
I didn't say that. See, you're trying to put words in my mouth, and you're trying to infer to the people. You're going to make these people not like me.
Oh, darn. And look at Palace there. A little bit of a nod to Kincaid. Namaste to you.
Well, but he looks so happy, and bless you, by the way, but he looks so happy about it. I mean, I thought yoga and centering yourself was supposed to be done without a smile on your face.
Well, Palace is still learning. But I love the fact that there's great mutual respect between these two men.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Yay! Mutual respect.
Well, check out this back and forth here. These guys, keep in mind, they teamed together against the Culmination a number of months ago, along with Nate Wings, when Gory, Remy LeVay, and Crimson represented the Culmination. And they've fought together for a number of months here in PCW. This is the first time they've been opposed to one another.
Well, they definitely did make a very impressive team. But is Palace ready for that? Well, I was going to say, is Palace ready for that unique offense and defense? But he was able to counter there, and unfortunately, Kincaid close to the ropes.
and back to his natural position.
Man. I'm going to have to try what is that chi thing where you find your chi or your chai or...
That chi thing.
Yeah.
Get right on that. If you'd like to pick this match to try your chi and center yourself in the quietest way possible, I don't think any of us would object. Hammerlock by Kincaid. Palace trying to find a way to leverage his way free, able to slip up underneath and through the legs.
Well,
check that out.
I believe that's the Crouching Palace, perhaps?
Well, get settled in, BC, still, because I think we're just getting started. This is going to be a fun matchup, and we could be here a while. Kincaid and Palace. Now it's Kincaid with the upper hand. Full Nelson. Has Palace in the hammerlock again for a moment. Now into a side headlock. Palace reverses. Standing side switch.
This is like watching a left brain and right brain.
Look at this counter. I've never seen somebody get out of a side headlock by stepping on the back of the knee to get Palace down and then elevating oneself on their hands.
But it was effective. And
it was amazing.
Palace definitely has never seen that before. You can tell by the look on his face. It's kind of like seeing left brain and right brain work against one another. One's analytical, one's calm, one's quiet, one's looking at things, and the other one's just all over the place, like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Do you think Kincaid, strategizes these things in, his bedroom in the middle of the night at, 4 in the morning? Or do you think he just thinks of this stuff on the fly?
Well, as far as I knew, Kincaid actually lives on a mountain near a goat, so I don't know.
Check out these series of near falls, not near falls, but cover attempts, as Palace and Kincaid are evenly matched 50-50 thus far.
And Joe, tell you, no joke, may not even get a 1 count, but it definitely expels energy from you and your opponent.
Palace elevated. This is incredible wrestling and counter wrestling center ring. Kincaid back in his Zen position. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What is this? What is this?
Well, we're going to say a man that has a vested interest in this match.
That's Gory. And that's Remy LeVay. That's both Coger's, Atticus, and Otis. This isn't even their match. They're ruining this whole tournament. They're taking over the show again.
They've not only taken over the show, the tournament, they've brought this to a screeching halt.
This is completely out of line. We're trying to crown a champion here. Can we not just crown a champion in peace without you guys hijacking everything?
Well, Joe, you'd have to take that up with the culmination. I'm certainly going to...
Coger brothers with Dave and Ulysses masks as trophies of their conquest. Remy with whatever the heck Remy wears. This guy is just completely off the deep end compared to the guy I used to know.
Let me explain to you all what you just witnessed. We have said from day one, we do not play by society's rules, the same rules that all of you blindly follow. What you are witnessing is survival of the fittest, nature in its true form. The strong dominate the weak, and the clever dominate the strong. And now, there is no one left to be crowned your PCW World Heavyweight Champion. Except for the leader of the culmination, our savior and new PCW Heavyweight Champion, Gory!
I gotta go. I gotta figure something out. I'm sorry. I'll be back.
Well, Joe Dabrowski's left the broadcasting booth, and according to Remy LeVay, the only man left for the PCW Championship is Gory. I mean, it was... I was going to reference that Gory has the most interest in this match is the winner of Palace and Kincaid would go on to him as we see the PCW Championship there. According to the culmination, it's theirs, and, well, obviously Pedro's not Pedro would be smart to back up if he's going to get in the face of the Cogers. And this is.
Heavyweight champion! Right now! You want to? They won't force you to.
Well, okay. As much as I joke and may have words with Pedro, this really doesn't prove a thing.
We love ways of persuading people, and you left us no choice.
Well, he directed Remy somewhere. I'm not.
Hold him up! Hold him up!
I mean, there is a certain level. Pedro is a ring announcer. He's not a professional wrestler. We need to. Well, it looks to be. Oh, God. Now, I'll be honest, I'm at a loss for words. Joe Dombrowski left the broadcast booth, and I know what that is, but I'm hoping it's not what I think is in there. Well, that's gasoline, and up in this booth, I can smell it from here. I don't.
I'm gonna do it.
And we need to get somebody in there right now.
As a champion, right now. All right, hey. Let him go. Did your damage. Got what you want. Let him go first. Let him go. Calm down. Nothing doing it. He's not a wrestler. Let him leave. Let him leave. This is what it comes down to. Powers is hurt, Kincaid is hurt. There's nobody left, huh? You put it on me! You put it on me! Right here! Before I do what I have to do, I want to apologize to you fans. This is not the way I expected this to go. I wanted to crown a champion with athletic competition in the ring and not with culmination doing what culmination does. Listen, this is hard for me, okay? It's difficult. And this is going to be one of the hardest things for me to get out that I've done in 14 years. Gory, you are not the PCW champion. That's the first thing. The second thing is I'm your boss here, and I know you guys like running roughshod here, so if you put a hand on me, that'll be the last thing you do in terms home. You see, you may have eliminated competition, but I know Andrew Powell, and I know Jason Kincaid, and I know that they want to fight like no other. And they both have an issue with you. So rather than let's eliminate Powell and Kincaid and Gory's here all alone, let's say that because we couldn't determine a conclusive finalist, then maybe they both deserve to be finalists. The finals of the tournament will take place tonight. It's going to be Gory versus Jason Kincaid versus Andrew Palace. no luck. There's going to be no missing Rex Brody. There's going to be no injuring Sonny Vice's neck. There's going to be no beatdowns because there's nobody going to get lucky because it's elimination rules. 2 falls will determine the winner. And you, all of us, especially you, your services for the rest of the night are no longer needed. Take your hat and your coat and leave out the front door, and if they come back, I'll fire the whole damn combination. Because we're going to have a champion tonight, and it's going to be done the right way here at Curtis Hall.
Joe Dombrowski just laid down the law. What we thought was going to be... Wow, I'm still at a loss for words here. No word on Pedro DeLuca yet. We will hopefully get that at some point. Gory thought he had the PCW championship all to his own. The culmination thought that Joe Dombrowski laid down the law. So we're going to get, apparently, the Joe Dombrowski decision is going to be Gory taking on Jason Kincaid and Andrew Palace. Elimination style rules, and that will determine who the PCW champion is. And the rest of the culmination is out the door. They got to leave or they're gone. And I'm assuming that Joe Dombrowski will eventually be on his way back up here. But this just shook everything up.